Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Knoxville to get ready for chase race number 1. This is heat number 1 for this race. Knoxville, the only real special track in the chase. Only 35 drivers can race it. We got 4 15-car heats, and this is the only race chase drivers are not locked into. Every other race, if you're a chaser, it doesn't matter if you're eliminated, you will be locked into every race. With that said, Karen Vieira, Ryan Shea on the front row, Austin Elves, Kevin Peeler, row 2, Nicholas Samudio, Adam Rogers, row 3, Michael Naylor, Peggy Bowling, row 4, top 8 in each heat advance. Rest will go to a last chance qualifier. Green flag is out here in heat number 1. Caution flags are off. As you see, Austin Alves, one of our chasers, looking to the race lead. Another chaser moving up. You got Michael Naylor here. Sam Rogers in the chase. Benjamin Tilton in the chase. Zachary Rogers, Mike Mellon. I believe that's all of them. If I look at it again, Beeson, Rogers, Tilton, that's 3, Alves 4, Mike Mellon 5, and Sam Rogers 6. Yeah, that's everybody. So Austin Alves doing a good job through 3 laps. Dylan Young trying to move up here. You see Sam Rogers up to 4th now. Dylan Young, Austin Alves fighting for position here. Fighting for the lead. Let's go back, see if we can find where 8th place lies. I think it could be Peggy Bowling or Benjamin Tilton. It is Tilton. Now it is Karen Vieira. Now it is Peggy Bowling. As you see, some drivers are kind of stuck back here. And where happened to the 3? There's Zachary Rogers. He is making his way up after starting on the outside line. So this track shows you that you can advance your position. Now 3 wide is Rogers, Beeson, and Dylan Young. Sam Rogers leads, Austin Elf second. We got 3 chasers up here in the top 8 right now. Mike Mellon, Michael Naylor also in the top 8. So we have four of our 6 chasers in this heat currently in the top 8. Tilton outside of it right now. Actually, that might be 5. I am so confused. Anyway, Zachary Rogers, Sam Rogers fighting for the lead. Now, let's see, that time by we had Sam Rogers, Zachary Rogers, Austin Alves, Michael Naylor, with Tilton and Mike Mellon outside the top 8. White flag out this time by. It's make or break right now for some of these chasers. If you miss this race, you could find yourself eliminated after the first round. As these drivers were actually giving 10 bonus points per win instead of 5. Sam Rogers has those most bonus points. Shows that wins were important because 10 points over a driver is very good. Carvalho has his work cut out for him. So let's see, out of our chasers advancing, Sam Rogers, Zachary Rogers, Austin Alves. Only those 3. Other guys advancing, Adam Rogers, Michael Beeson, Kevin Peeler, and Dylan Young and Sean Harple. As you can see, Benjamin Tilton, Michael Naylor, and Mike Mellon did not make it. So that could be tough for them heading next week to Dubai, but let's get you set up for heat number 2. Getting ready for heat number 2, I forgot to mention there is a last chance qualifier, so the guys that finish 9th to 15th are not necessarily not making the race, so they will go to a last chance qualifier. Now it will be a 20-lap last chance qualifier. Top 3 finishers will advance to the main. Anyway, Heat 2 about to get on the way. We got Edwin Mendez, Caleb Hoffman, May Ryder, Michael Amato, Nick Pericles, Michael Cavanero with Cameron Gaddu and Deanna Jones starting 1st through 8th. May Ryder side by side with Edwin Mendez. May Ryder was a good driver at most speedways as they're 4 wide behind. I don't think some of these chasers want to be in that situation. That's Michael Amato, Eric Caralla. They are 4 wide here at Knoxville. And now they're 4 wide behind. That's Michael Parker. Still 4 wide, now back down to 3 wide. Let's locate some chasers in this heat. You've got Deanna Jones, Eric Caralla, Michael Parker, Michael Amato, Michael Santos, and Nick Pericles. Highest right now would be Pericles. Cameron Gaddu does lead the race. Parker's up the 3rd. Andrew Rich is a dirt track roots person, or racer, I guess you could call it, so he knows his way around this track somehow, somewhat, even though he's in a completely different car. Andrew knows what he's doing at this track. He's up to 5th already, and he hopes to make this race through the heat races because he does not want to have to deal with that last chance qualifier. So as he rides in 5th, you look at your current top 8, Michael Santos, Nick Pericles, Michael Parker, the only chase driver is getting in right now. We had 3 get in Heat 1. The rest went to the last chance qualifier. 3 laps to go. Cameron Gaddu hasn't looked back since he took the lead. Jim Morton the 3rd, May Ryder coming back up to the front. Hopes of maybe grabbing a win. In a heat win. 2 laps to go. Michael Parker in 4th. Santos up to 5th. Pericles falling back to 8th. Andrew Rich in 6th. Maybe trying to hold on. Hoffman diving it in a bit there to get under the 6th car. White flag is out. And we're going to watch this spot here. Colby Alves is the one in 8th place right now. He also dives to the bottom of the 6th, but I don't think Michael Cavanero is close enough. So Cameron Gaddu wins heat number 2, and Andrew Rich does advance. So the chasers advancing this time are Michael Parker and Michael Santos. Others include Cameron Gaddu, May Ryder, Jim Morton the 3rd, Caleb Hoffman, Colby Alves, and Andrew Rich. So Michael Cavanero, Chloe Baker, Michael Amato, Nick Pericles, Eric Caralla, Deanna Jones, and Edwin Mendez will head to the last chance qualifier. And I'll see you guys for heat number 3. Getting ready for heat number 3. Got Philip Tringali, Nathan Rogers, Tony Vieira, Kate Rogers, Michael Rogers, James Morton, Brandon Mellon, and Alan Cavanero. That's your top 4 rows. So far, we've got 5 chasers in the main. The rest in the last chance qualifier. So 5 in the main, 7 in the last chance qualifier. So that just shows you right now that there will be chasers that will not race this weekend, and that could hurt their championship hopes, depending how many bonus points they got. So Philip Tringali leading it right now. Now let's see who is the chaser in this heat. We have Micah Kidney, Keith Rich, Peyton Goodwin, Kate Rogers, Zachary Fitzwater, and Tony Vieira. So our real notable driver, Steve Carvalho, is in Heat 4. And he is the real one to watch, I would have to say, because he has no bonus points. So you've got, I don't know how many drivers we've got with 1 win. 16 or something like that. You've got like 15, 16 drivers with a win. A couple guys got 2 wins, and Sam's got 3. And that just shows that this first round will be tough. Kate Rogers to the race lead. She did get her 1 win this season on a short track. That was Hillside. That was her first career victory in the series. We're already halfway through this heat somehow. Michael Rogers second, Philip Tringelli third, Tony Vieira fourth. Keith Rich running the black scheme for the second and last time this season. Peyton Goodwin in the Bud Select car. Nathan Rogers currently sits in 8th. There's Benjamin Dion in the Call of Duty car. That's running for the second time this season. He ran that at Bristol Dirt earlier this year, I believe. Running this scheme twice at dirt tracks, 2 of the dirt tracks, and then at Eldora he ran the Gravedigger scheme, I believe it was. Dion sits in 8th, but here comes Robert Rogers, who's going to make it 3 wide. That's his teammate. And the Reese's Pieces scheme, that's a second and last race for that scheme as well. So Robert moving up into 7th. As Keith Rich flying back by to get into the top 8. As we see up front, Kate Rogers, Michael Rogers, white flag in the air, fighting for the race lead. So we have to go back here. You can see right now, 8th place is Keith Rich. Philip Tringali might have to try diving it in here. It does not look like he'll be able to get to the back bumper, so Keith Rich will advance in 8th. Yes, that is the case. So, chasers this time, Kate Rogers, Tony Vieira, Peyton Goodwin, and Keith Rich. This time we have 4 chasers advancing. So that will mean it's 9 in the main and now 9 in the last chance qualifier. Michael Rogers also advancing along with Robert Rogers, Brandon Mellon, and Benjamin Dion. And we will see Philip Tringali, Zachary Fitzwater, John Linares, Nathan Rogers, Alan Cavanero, Micah Kidney, and James Morton in the last chance qualifier. Hey guys, getting ready for heat number 4 here. Ace Rogers, Tony Green, Scott Greeny, Greg Lyons, Steve Cavallo, Peter Sands, Nico Tringali, Logan York, top 4 rows. And I have some somewhat sad news for those listening and watching. My cat of about 13 years is going to pass away today. He's not breathing right. I've actually got to head out at 1:15 to go to where he's at with my mom in the shop my stepdad works at, his shop. And so this race might not be up. Today's the 15th of Thursday, I believe. So this race may or may not be up. I actually might just upload this while I am gone. This and the LCQ included. So, kind of sucks, but I haven't been living with her. I've been living with my dad, and it's tough. My life is so complicated. Oh, boy. For those that can relate with divorced parents or separated parents, 2 moms, 2 dads, if you can relate to that, you probably know how difficult it is. But anyway, let's get back to the racing. Cavallo's up to the lead. And Cavallo maybe trying to do this weekend what he hasn't been able to do all season is win a race. Cavallo hasn't won a race all season. We got 5 laps left in the heat already. And Cavallo has won heat races sometimes, and he did win the showdown. So, I'm surprised he hasn't won yet. Because I would have thought we would have had... I did not think we were going to have a driver with no wins in the chase. I did not think that at all. And Cavallo had to be that guy in the top 10 in points. So, that just blows my mind. Nico Tringali to the lead. 3 to go this time. Peter Sands, Scott Greeny, putting Cavallo up 3 wide. Carol Morton in 5th. Ben Goldberg, Torrey Travis, Kerry Davis 8th right now, but there goes Logan York by for 8th. So Logan York moves into 8th. They're going to come to 2 laps to go. Chase drivers in right now would be Nico Tringali, Peter Sands, Steve Cavallo, and Torrey Travis. So we would have 4 right now. Ben Goldberg going to fall down to 8th. Brenda Rogers and Allison Rogers, the only chasers outside that top 8 right now. Ben Goldberg falls to 8th. Carol Morton might fall to 8th. And here comes Ace Rogers. This is the last lap. Can Ace get into good enough of a run? It does not seem he can. Carol Morton makes the last spot. The rest will head to the last chance qualifier. Nico Tringali wins heat number 4. Peter Sands 2nd. Steve Cavallo 3rd. Torrey Travis 5th. So those 4 chasers advance. So we have 13 in the main and 11 going to the LCQ. So that means we could have a max of 11 and a minimum of 8 missing this first race. So I will see you guys for the last chance qualifier. Hey guys, we're getting ready for the last chance qualifier. I figured we'd just go through the field and see where our chasers are. Looks like we got Brenda Rogers starting 2nd. Nick Pericles is starting 3rd. Micah Kidney starts 6th. Deanna Jones and Benjamin Tilton are in row 5. 5, 6, row 7, we got Amato on the outside. Row 8, Mike Mellon on the inside. Row 9, row 10. Allison Rogers on the inside of row 11. And row 12, we've got Michael Neal and Eric Harala. And on row 13 outside, we've got Zachary Fitzwater. So the chasers are spread out. Could 3 of them make this race, or will none of them make the race? And could we have 11 chasers in the danger zone? Now, the thing with this season's chase is it's a 12-race chase. So we've got 4 rounds of 3 races. So the final round is actually 3 races. So you're not going for the highest spot. Now, since we have 24 chasers, we will be eliminating 6 chasers after every round. Same rules as real life. So it's bottom 6. If you want to race in the round as a chaser, you're automatically into the next round. So with that said, this is probably one of the real wild cards because you could, the very good odds are a non-chaser could win because every other race, all the chasers are locked into the field. Green flag is out here in the last chance qualifier. Cautions are still off. Chris Corando, Nick Pericles, they're teammates. I'm sure Corando knows Pericles wants to make this race. He won at Eldora. So Pericles to take the lead here. I know you've got to watch in the back here. We saw some 4 wide situations. Don't know how long they would last 4 wide. They're mostly running 3 wide. Now this race is 20 laps long, so it could give drivers some time if they fall back on the outside to rebound to the front. Some chasers we got on the bottom. Michael Naylor's down low. You can see Mike Mellon already trying to move up to the front. Nick Pericles falling back now as James Morton and Greg Lyons in the top 2 spots. Deanna Jones up to 3rd already. We're already on lap number 4 of 20. And it looks like Philip Tringali had a problem with somebody. Possibly Chloe Baker. We can see smoke up here in turns 3 and 4. So we apparently did have a crash. No chasers involved. Now the question is, will they catch up to the back of that car? Philip Tringali isn't running that much slower, so they should be good to go. So James Morton leading, Deanna Jones 2nd, Greg Lyons 3rd. Those would be the 3 to advance right now. You got Ace Rogers, Karen Vieira moving up to the front here. You can see Michael Naylor's up into the top 10. Mike Mellon's trying to move up to the top 10. Deanna Jones fighting for the lead with James Morton. Deanna wants to join the main because she knows her boyfriend Andrew Rich made it to the main. And she knows she would love to make the main and race against him being in the chase. Right now, that seems like it could not happen. She's falling outside the top 3 down to 4th as Karen Vieira looks to take the lead. Allison Rogers, Brenda Rogers not doing so good. Nick Pericles, Mike Mellon falling back. Tilton trying to go back to the bottom. Fitzwater is on the bottom. He's trying to move up through the field. You see Micah Kidney, Michael Amato on the outside. Eric Corrales on the inside trying to move up. Michael Naylor sitting in 8th. So no chasers in the top 3 right now. It'll be halfway through this last chance qualifier. Ryan Shea moving up to the front. Deanna Jones looking to come back to maybe try to get into the top 3 past Karen Vieira. As Ryan Shea will take the lead. And now Deanna Jones does look to the inside of the 95. They're side by side. Deanna Jones. James Morton will take back the lead here. Deanna moving up to what will be 2nd. That sends Ryan Shea back to 3rd. Ace Rogers could be looking to get into the top 3 here. He's moving up. He's trying to pass Karen Vieira for 4th place. And now 3 wide, Ace Rogers looking for the lead. 3 wide for the lead. And it looks like the 33 of Ace Rogers will take that lead. James Morton into 3rd. Kerry Davis is up here in the 74 Dodge. Deanna Jones falling back to 5th place now. So Ryan Shea will fall to 3rd. And now Kerry Davis will pass the 15 for 3rd. Right now, no chasers in this top 3. And they are catching Philip Tringali slowly but surely. 5 laps to go. James Morton back to the bottom to take the lead. As you look at the differentials here. And it was a dead draw that last lap. 4 to go. Kerry Davis fighting with James for the race lead. I think they're going to catch the 32. Ace Rogers in 3rd. They are 4 wide for 4th. Tilton and Naylor on the bottom. Look at this. Naylor and Tilton aren't fooling around. They know it is time to go. Tilton and Naylor up into the top 5. Could one of them get by Ace Rogers? Kerry Davis seems to have this in the bag right now. Ace is going to pass the 5 car here. He knows those chasers are coming. They do not want to miss out on this race. Kerry Davis is about to catch the back end of the 32. Naylor to the inside of the 11. White flag will be out this time by. Naylor moves up to 3rd. White flag in the air for Michael Naylor. Kerry Davis. You get what I mean. Now here comes Tilton. Tilton to the inside. Davis is going to win the LCQ. Who will it be? Will it be Tilton? Will it be Naylor? Tilton makes the pass, and Tilton will make the race along with Ace Rogers and Kerry Davis. So only 1 chaser makes it, so that means we have 14 chasers this weekend. It'll be 24 every race after this. But congrats on Kerry Davis on winning the LCQ. And we'll see you guys for the main race. That is the FPV for 500, I think. What the heck is it? Yes, the FVP 500. See you guys then.